Hi everyone, and welcome back to Illume Eye Care's channel. My name's Ella Ewens and I'm one of the optometrists here at Illume Eye Care. And today we're going to be talking about a topic that I'm incredibly passionate about, and that is nutrition and your eyes. Most people know that diet can affect heart health and brain health, but your eyes? Absolutely. In fact, the right foods can help prevent and slow diseases such as dry eye, age-related macular degeneration, and they can even impact the severity of floaters. Supplements can help too, but I like to think of them as bonus support, not magic. So today we're going to break down the foods, nutrients, and evidence-based supplements that keep your eyes healthy for life. So let's start with the basics. So what should you be eating for healthy eyes? Well, number one is leafy green vegetables. So here we're thinking about things like spinach, kale, cos lettuce, broccoli, silver beet, chard. All those lovely leafy greens are rich in two things called lutein and zeaxanthin. These are two superstar antioxidants that literally accumulate in your retina, and here they act like internal sunglasses, helping to filter out UV and blue light. Number two is your bright coloured fruits and veggies. So think about eating the rainbow: carrots, berries, capsicums, red and orange, citrus fruits like oranges and lemons. You've got cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kumara, mangoes, apricots. All of these types of vegetables and fruits contain vitamin A and C and other antioxidants which can reduce oxidative stress in the eye. Thirdly, we've got omega-3 foods, and here oily fish are the stars, so things like salmon, sardines, mackerel and trout. They are rich in omega-3s, and particularly one called docosahexaenoic acid, which is found in these types of foods, and is also a structural fat found in the retina. Shellfish also contain omega-3s, so things like oysters and mushrooms. Studies show lower rates of macular degeneration and improved symptoms in dry eye patients if you eat 2 to 3 serves of oily fish per week. Next up, we've got nuts and seeds. So if you eat a plant-based diet, no problem. Include things like walnuts, almonds, hemp seeds, chia seeds, linseeds, or flax seeds. These nuts and seeds provide alpha-linoleic acid, which is then converted to DHA and EPA within the body. They also contain vitamin E, which is a great ingredient if you have dry eye because it reduces inflammation and improves tear quality. Other omega-3 sources you could consider are things like seaweed or nori found in seaweed, algae products, soy products like edamame, tofu and tempeh, red kidney beans, Brussels sprouts, avocado. And last but not least, include water, drink water. Simple but essential, I know. Dehydration can make dry eye worse, so keep sipping water throughout the day. So what foods and drinks should you aim to avoid or minimize in your diet? Well, first up is refined sugar and refined carbohydrate type foods. So this includes things such as cakes, biscuits, sweets, processed cereals, white bread. These types of foods are often low in fiber and nutrients and high in sugar and can spike your blood sugar. Next up is highly processed foods, and this includes things like fast food, ultra-processed foods, packaged snacks, convenience types foods. They generally drive inflammation and they are the enemy of dry eye and retinal health. Instant coffee, well, that's an interesting one. A study just this year in 2025 found that people with specific genetic risk factor who drank instant coffee were at a higher risk of developing dry macular degeneration. So perhaps drink real coffee if you can. Saturated and trans fats. Fried foods and processed baked goods can contain these types of fats, and this can reduce the blood flow to the tiny little blood vessels in the retina, which are important for feeding the retina with nutrients and blood to keep it healthy. Omega-6 oils. Not all omega-6 are bad, but people often consume too many, and these are found in things like some particular oils, fried foods, processed meats, and within many ultra-processed or fast foods. So in general, aim to increase your omega-3s and eat less of fried foods, deep fried foods. Lastly, alcohol. This is a dehydrating ingredient, and it can increase oxidative stress and may also worsen dry eye. Okay, so let's talk about supplements. Which ones actually have any good evidence behind them? First up, let's talk about macular degeneration. So the AREDS2 study for macular degeneration is a study that looked at if you were diagnosed with intermediate or advanced macular degeneration. And the AREDS2 supplements were shown to slow disease progression in those types of patients. Now, the AREDS2 formulation includes vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, copper, lutein, and zeaxanthin. And you can see that list on the screen now. And in the AREDS2 study, the supplement reduced the progression of reduced the progression to advanced macular degeneration in 18 to 25% of patients. So it's not a cure, it doesn't stop the disease in its track, but it's meaningful protection if you have this disease for your central vision. At Illume Eye Care, we stock Macutech, which is a supplement which includes the AREDS2 formula. Lutein and zeaxanthin, which we've already mentioned, are plant foods found in leafy greens and also in yellow and orange vegetables. So you can take a supplement that just includes those, and you should aim for 10 milligrams of lutein and 2 milligrams of zeaxanthin. And as we said before, these ingredients help to filter UV and blue light and can boost macular pigment density, which is especially beneficial for those at macular degeneration risk. Right, let's talk about omega-3s. So omega-3s are great for dry eye, for retinal health, and for reducing inflammation. Studies that look at them for dry eye show that you should use between 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA. And quality really matters. So here we should be looking for purified oils, ideally in a triglyceride or a reesterified form, and that improves the absorption in the body. At Illume Eye Care, we stock some high quality omega-3 supplements. So we've got here Dry Eye Forte, and this product is good because it also contains gamma linoleic acid or GLA and vitamin D as well, which are beneficial for dry eye. We also stock this Lacutech, which is shown on the screen now, and Solana Health Dry Eye Complete, which is a range of ingredients for dry eye. At Illume Eye Care, we also recommend a brand called Nordic Naturals, which has a liquid option for those who can't swallow big pills, and has an algae-based option with omega-3s that are plant-based for those who are on a plant-based diet. Algae is the original source of omega-3. That's where the fish get it from. So what about floaters? Well, there is now a new supplement available for vitreous floaters. Those little annoying things that you might see in your vision that drift around. A recent study called the FLIES clinical trial showed that this product here, Vitreo Cap N, significantly reduced floaters after 6 months of use in 70% of the people in the study. It includes ingredients lysine, vitamin C, grapeseed extract, citrus bioflavonoids, and zinc. And it supports vitreous and collagen structures and reduces oxidative changes. And this gives people another option for floaters other than surgery. Other helpful supplements to have a quick think about. Here's a quick overview. Vitamin D has been linked to dry eye and also to macular degeneration, so that's something to consider if you're low or you need to include that, particularly important in the winter. Probiotics that can reduce eye inflammations, particularly useful in dry eye patients who also have rosacea or Sjogren's dry eye disease. Vitamin B12, particularly important for those on a plant-based diet. If you can get it tested with your GP, you can see whether you're low and you need to include more foods with B12 or a supplement. Selenium and zinc, these antioxidants are important for general eye health. Curcumin, that's the ingredient found in turmeric, is anti-inflammatory and may ease dry eye. Nutrition is one of the most powerful tools that we have to protect our vision, from dry eye to macular degeneration and a range of eye diseases. Eat a colourful whole food diet with lots of dark leafy greens, colourful fruits and vegetables, and include foods high in omega-3. Stay hydrated, and of course consult your optometrist so that you can use supplements strategically, especially if you're dealing with a specific eye condition. If you'd like personalised advice, you can book in with one of the team here at Illume Eye Care to find out more. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe and share this video with anyone who cares about their eyes. See you next time.